if I need to choose like one line, it's about a woman's finding her voice. And
Mhm.
in that scene, she's literally finding it.
Hi, I'm Rachel Yang, a digital writer at EW, and this is part of EW's awardist coverage. So I'm joined by the star of one of my favorite series this year, Unorthodox, Shira Haas. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. And thank you for having me, of course.
I'm so excited for this. So many people were like, so excited for you to get nominated. What was your initial reaction to like seeing your name get announced?
I was shocked, to be honest. No, really. I mean, I knew that so many people loved the show, and I was grateful for that, but I was not expecting to be nominated.
My family just cares that I'm a good wife and mother. I had to get as far as possible for my community. So, will you help me?
I was with Amit, who plays Yankee. I think you probably saw the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone does. And we were like, this is such a once in a lifetime maybe experience to be maybe nominated, to be together. We're very good friends for already like 10 years. So we decided to just film it. And then it happened, and we were freaking out. And yeah, we were very happy.
Unorthodox.
I think that video made fans realize, like, wait, you guys know each other? Like, you're friends? Like, how far do you guys go back? Did you guys go to school together? Like, what's the history?
So we know each other for like 10 years. We had mutual friends, and we've met at like a party or something, and we immediately had this bonding. He's the funniest person ever. That's a fun fact because you don't see it from Yankee, I think.
Oh, no.
Well, look who's talking, right? And we're very good friends, and we always said that we should do a project together one day. And then, like 10 years later, it happened. Yeah.
Did you guys know that you were auditioning both for the show or the series?
I had like the audition, and then they came to Israel. Also, Maria Schreider, the director, and Alexa, the creator. And after it was almost official that got the role, I had like this chemistry tests with some Yankees and also with Yaels and with Bobbies. And one of them was Amit, and it was obviously just the best and the most amazing one. And we knew it's going to happen. We talked on the phone the night before. We might even do our lines together the night before. And yeah, it worked great because he's such an amazing actor, but we also have this chemistry as friends, so it's always helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, I love you guys together on the show.
The Talmud says, if not me, then who? If not now, then when?
So the scene we're going to be talking about, first of all, I didn't even know you had such an amazing voice before watching this scene.
Well, first of all, we need to say to people that they shouldn't look at this interview if they haven't finished the episode. Because she's like, wow, it destroyed everything. Just thought about it right now.
Did you have to audition with your singing to do this?
Yeah, I've sang it in the audition. It was kind of like not the biggest part of the audition, but the major one. And luckily enough, they loved it. And I always loved singing. It was always part of the things I love to do the most. Also because I enjoy singing, also because for me, singing is also acting. I mean, my favorite singers are also the ones that I mean, their performances are moving me, that they deliver these songs. So for me, it's also acting in a way, in a different way, obviously. So I'm very lucky to have the opportunity to do it in this show, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mi bon siach shoishan choichim Ahavas kalu mesois doidim Mi bon siach shoishan choichim Ahavas Avaskalu mesois doidim.
I remember watching that scene for the first time. I felt like I was like holding my breath. I was so nervous for Esty. What is your reaction like watching it back as a viewer, you know?
I was so nervous filming it, because this show is really like, if I need to choose like one line, it's about a woman's finding her voice. And in that scene, she's literally finding it. She's even surprising herself that what's coming out of her. And yeah, and while watching it, I was really, really moved because I felt like it's a closure kind of like of this story. And if you show people this scene only in a way, I mean, they need to see the whole show, right? But it's a very symbolic scene to the whole show. Like I said, it sums it up. It all gets to this point of the script in a way. Yeah.
Right. It's the kind of end of the episode, the end of her whole arc. What was really important for you to kind of communicate while doing this scene?
A lot of things, right? First of all, I mean, it's Este's first time ever on stage in front of men and people in general. She's not used to being in this position of attention. It was even, I'll get to the emotional part in a second, but even physically, she's uncomfortable. It's like I didn't know how to like hold my body, and and the voice was shaking, and I was a bit excited and nervous as well, so it helped me because it's almost kind of like her approaching to God in a way. Because I don't think it's a scene or a story about the existence of God or not existence of God, but it's about taking it to your own hands and finding your own God. And that's what I think she's doing there. It's almost kind of like a praying, and also she gets finally to scream her scream, Yeah, she's really screaming it at the end, and it's everything that she needed to do gets to there.
Right. So for that scene, did you have to rehearse a lot? Did you have to do multiple takes to get, that moment?
Yeah, I had a few vocal lessons before this scene. Especially, actually, it's funny, but especially for the first song, which is in German, so they needed to work with me on that. But for the second song, the Mi Bon Siach, it was kind of like more of a surprise. I mean, the only one that heard it was maybe two people of the production, and I really worked on it kind of by myself. And it was interesting because I almost felt like Esty in that moment because no one knew what would come out of me. And I was really nervous, and I felt like I'm auditioning because everyone was like, ooh, what will come out? And there were so many people there and so many cameras. It was one of the biggest shooting days. And yes, we had a lot of takes for that. My voice, I was almost losing my voice the next day. Because I did it in a lot of angles, and then after, there are a lot of other characters there in that scene, Yankee and the musicians and my mother and the judges. So there were a lot of angles, and it was a full day full of singing and emotion. Yeah.
How did you feel immediately afterward? Because it's such a big, draining song.
Yeah, I mean, also my eyes are closed like almost the whole song because it's really kind of like a prayer. And STO, I don't know if I should say STO I, it's always a question. So I move my body like that because it's kind of like the only way that she see how singing is. That's the only way she saw people singing, that if they're praying. So she takes it on her. And also the fact that she is a woman and it's not allowed and she's doing it this way, I think it's very, very empowering. Also for me as Shira and also for Esti. And yeah, I was really moved. I told you, I mean, the first take, my voice was shaking and I was so nervous. So when it ended, I was like, okay, I need one more take, please. Yeah, because I was a bit overwhelmed after the first take, but then I was more confident. And yeah, but I was really like Esti, really.
Yevurach esechuson v'yebebes
And I love the sort of like surprised face you make at the very end. Was that like a deliberate choice? Because it seems like she was surprised she could even do that.
Yeah, there's the scene after that she walks with Yankee and she's very confident, and Yankee tells her, "Your voice, I didn't know you can sing like that." And she tells him, "You don't know a lot of things about me. I myself don't know a lot of things about me." For Esty as well, she doesn't even get the chance to be happy or think about whether I got this scholarship or not, but just the fact that she got to this point and what else can I achieve, you know? And I think all of this journey is about finding your voice and finding your power. But in this moment, I think it's kind of like the edge of it, of like, I have the power within me. So that's a very surprising and later also empowering moment. But in this moment, she's just, whoa. Yeah.
Have you heard from fans at all about either the show or the scene in particular?
Yeah, a lot of fans, a lot of people asked if it's me singing, which is, I think it's a big compliment. But I was like, yes, it's live, it's live. And yes, I think, a lot of people were moved by that scene. A lot of it is also thanks to really, we had also amazing actors and amazing DOP and the moving of the camera and everything that supported it. It's really like, you can see the effort of everyone. There were so many shots, the actors everyone was so into it. Everyone felt like this scene is very, very important and very, very special. Mm-hmm. It's one of that. I don't know if it's the most, but it's one of the edge of the emotions of Esti, and also if the series is working, also, so hopefully also on the viewer, Yeah.
Right. This is kind of like part of the last episode of the series, and I know when I first binged it, I didn't look at the episode, so I was like, wait, this is the end? Like, I want more of Esti. Have fans as well asked you, like, is there going to be more Unorthodox? I want to see more of Esti. Like, have people reached out about that?
But yes, of course, we got, not only me, I know you have Amit as well, and the creators and the other actors. Up until this day, people are like, so when will episode 5 will come out?
Yes.
But it was always meant to be a 4-episode series. As far as I know, there's not going to be a second one.
In your wildest fantasy, though, what do you want for Esti? What do you see for Esti in the future?
Only good stuff, okay? Please, she's been through enough. No, a lot of people are asking me if she will be with Robert or she will be with Yankee, and my forever answer is she will be with Esti. Really, yes, right? I think she needs to, even though she got to a point that she achieved so much and she discovered the power within herself, also in that scene, and also at the end of this journey, she still needs to go through a lot of things right now. I want to believe that she will get to the conservatory.
Me too, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't spoken with Anna or with Alexa, the creators, about it, but I want to believe that she will. They will be pretty impressed, right?
I think so.
So I want to believe that she will get there and she will find her friends and family and she will raise her baby, and maybe she will have not a romantic, but maybe sort of a relationship with Yankee. She will definitely have a lot of challenges to go through, but I have my faith, honestly.
Are you guys going to get together the night of the Emmys to watch, are you going to do a viewing party?
Yeah. I'm not sure yet what's going to happen. How will exactly it will work. I want to believe that we will shortly know it, but definitely I would love to see it with him and with my beloved ones with a distance from one another, but they'll definitely be there, yeah.
Thank you so much for, talking with us.
Thank you. It was a blast.
Yes.